Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday, gang. Weather's piping. I had to come in at 5 a.m. to train. I know Saturday alarms, but hey, done it now before the heat kicks in. So I want to talk about this word consistency, okay? This is the key to any successful fitness, health and nutrition journey. This is what lets people down without a shadow of doubt. In my 25 years of experience, this is the biggest problem. And it's because people go with the wind really when it comes to consistent habits. They have consistency in their work, they have consistency with their family arrangements, they let their fitness, health and nutrition habits go depending on their feeling, depending on the elements, sometimes depending on the weather. So let's just see how we break this down, okay? If you have, how many hours we got in a week? 24 times 7, 168 hours in a week, okay? You have 168 hours in a week. Now I know this can vary for everyone, not the hours, but the rest of it. Say you're working. Let's just say you're working for 50 hours, which by the way, self-employed people, they don't know what a 40-hour week looks like. But let's just say 50 to 60 hours, okay? We'll go with that, okay? And then you're sleeping for 8 hours a day. So it's like 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, okay? So we're gonna sleep for 56. Sleep for 56 hours. And let's just say you have daily activities, might be for yourself, for your children, whatever, 3 hours a day, should we call it. So that's 21 hours, okay? So activities, they're things that you can't get out of. Let's call that 21 hours. So what have we got there? Pretty much that should cover most of it, outside watching TV and all that garbage, yeah? So what we got, call it 116, 136 and 137. We got 140 hours. We'll round it up to 140 hours. That's more than enough because most people don't work that amount. I certainly don't sleep that amount, and 3 hours a day to do all your bits and bobs is a lot of time. So that's the top end of the deal, right? That leaves you 28 hours free, okay, per week. Now, let's just say you got your gym and you want to go 3 times 1 hour sessions. Let's put that in as 6 hours. Okay, and then you've got maybe nature, which could be walking, dipping. Let's call that 1 hour a day. There's 7 hours. Remember now, we got about 28 hours free or something, okay? That's 13 hours. Let's call meditation, 15 minutes a day. Call that 2 hours, okay? Meditation, 2 hours per week. We have 28 hours spare, guys, and we're still only, and this is offering a lot of time here, hour in nature or walking every day, 3 gym sessions with a 2-hour allowance, 15 minutes of meditation every day, and you're still there only up to 15 hours. You've got 13 hours spare, okay? Let's chuck a 30 minutes a day stretching in. So let's do some stretching. I'd call that 4 hours a week. You know, so that's 4 hours. So basically you got 19 hours of activity there and you've got 28 hours free after giving you a huge allowance for work, sleep and day-to-day activities. You got 19 hours that you could spend, still have 10 hours left to watch bloody Love Island or whatever garbage is on the box, or, you know, propaganda-fueled news. So have a little scroll, do some research. Let's chuck out 30 minutes a day reading in. 30 minutes a day. That gets you another 4 hours, 23. You still got 5 hours left to do whatever you want. Watch a few films on the weekend or whatever. And like I said, so it's all about thinking about consistent habits, about how you schedule these things into your diary. And how do I know they work? I've been doing it for 20 years. You have to schedule these things, non-negotiable. If you decide on a lovely sunny Sunday that you want to sit there looking for holidays rather than go and spend an hour walking in nature, you're fucking nuts. It's bonkers, okay? It's absolutely bonkers. You'll whinge all winter about the weather, and then the weather's nice and you're sitting in your house looking for holidays. It's bonkers. I'm bemused by these sorts of activities. But this is what you've got to think about. Get consistent and break it down. Sit there with a pen and paper. Break down. Like I said, don't forget, mine. I'm talking self-employment there. Employed at 40 hours, like a farmer team. Far more time on their hands. I don't sleep 8 hours a day. I'm 6 hours a day, but I've put 8 in as a thing. And 3 hours a day of activities. It's a lot. I know with kids, but usually with kids, you know, there's one of you who does it or the other one doesn't. So that job can be passed around a little bit. That's just a lot of allowance there, and you still see the time available. And people say they haven't got time to do this stuff. They're talking through their ass. They're just that you don't sit down with a pen and paper and work this shit out. And it's easily worked out. When I'm doing my weekly diary, my clients go in, stuff with my family goes in, and then all my activities are all scheduled in, non-negotiable. My clients will tell you when I'm rambling on a Friday, leave them ask me for a session. They know what the answer will be. You know, it's non-negotiable. So this is easily achievable, but you've got to sit down with a pen and paper and plan it. Have a great day. Remember, there's something going on in Swansea this weekend called the Ironman, the half Ironman. The key for them athletes is not how good they are at their disciplines. It's this. That is the key to them being able to do that on Sunday. It's their consistently turning up to train for the disciplines. You could be good at a discipline, whether you're fit enough to do it is a different thing, because you might not have trained for it. So the consistency is what will see them athletes over the line, you know. So have a great day, enjoy the weather. As I always say, bob and weave, bob and weave. I'm going to go down the beach now with the Queen and have a good old dip. Give it some gun.